The three types of regions are one of the most tested concepts in AP Human Geography Unit 1. Most students memorize the names, but freeze when they have to classify a real example on the exam. Here's exactly how to tell formal, functional, and perceptual regions apart.
A region is an area on Earth's surface defined by some shared characteristic. The College Board breaks regions into three categories: formal, functional, and perceptual. Each one uses a different rule for drawing its boundaries, and the exam loves to test whether you can spot which type of stimulus is showing you. The skill graders test isn't memorizing definitions, it's classification. They give you a scenario, and you have to pick the correct region type and defend why. Learn the rule for each type and one named example, and you'll handle every region's question on the test. Formal regions, also called uniform or homogeneous regions, are defined by one or more measurable shared traits. Everyone or every place inside the region shares the same characteristic. The trait can be physical, like the Sahara Desert defined by climate, or human, like a country defined by political borders, or cultural, like a French-speaking region defined by language. Classic AP examples include the Corn Belt in the American Midwest, where corn dominates agriculture, the Rocky Mountains as a physical formal region, or any country with clear borders. The key signal in a stimulus is uniformity. If everything inside the region shares one measurable feature, it's formal. Functional regions, also called nodal regions, are organized around a central focal point and defined by interaction. Goods, people, services, or information flow toward or away from a node. The intensity of that flow weakens as you move farther from the center. Classic examples graders accept include a metro area connected to a downtown core through commuting, a newspaper's circulation area centered on its printing press, a Domino's pizza delivery zone radiating from one store, or an airline hub connected to its destinations. The signal in a stimulus is movement and connection. If the prompt describes flows or networks tied to a central point, it's functional. Perceptual regions, also called vernacular regions, are defined by people's shared feelings, attitudes, and cultural identity. They don't have official borders. They exist in mental maps. Different people may draw the boundaries differently, and the region can shift over time as culture changes. The classic AP example is the American South, defined by sweet tea, country music, drawl, and shared history rather than a legal line on a map. Other examples include the Midwest, the Bible Belt, the Rust Belt, or even Silicon Valley as a cultural identity. The signal in a stimulus is cultural identity, perception, or stereotypes. If the prompt mentions feelings, beliefs, or contested boundaries, it's perceptual. On test day, use this three-step decision tree. Step 1. Does the region share a measurable trait? Climate, language, crop, government? That's formal. Step 2. Is it organized around a central node with flows in or out? That's functional. Step 3. Is it based on shared cultural identity or perception? That's perceptual. Now memorize one named example for each type. Corn Belt for formal. Pizza delivery zone for functional. American South for perceptual. Use those three on every FRQ where regions appear. 3 traps. First, treating a country as automatically formal. A country can be functional too if the question focuses on its capital city's reach or its trade flows. The classification depends on what trait the question emphasizes. Second, calling something perceptual just because it sounds vague. A perceptual region must be tied to cultural identity, not just unclear borders. And third, forgetting that boundaries are often contested. Mention this on your FRQ when the prompt asks about edges, especially for perceptual regions.
The link below has 22 flashcards and 16 AP-style practice questions on formal, functional, and perceptual regions. They're built to help you ace the AP exam. Go ahead and try them. Subscribe for new AP videos every week.